There is one undeniable truth in life. You are the common denominator in everything you do. Your success, your growth, your ability to stay the course, it all starts with you. Yet so many of us spend time focusing on external factors, what others are doing, what they think of us, how far ahead they seem. Consistency is not about doing something once in a while when you feel inspired. It's about showing up even on the days when no one is watching. It's about having the discipline to continue when the excitement fades and when progress seems invisible. The biggest mistake we make is looking sideways. We measure ourselves against people who are on entirely different paths. But your focus should be inward, not outward. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? When you define your own path, you stop chasing approval and start moving with purpose. Many people wait for motivation, but motivation is unreliable. Discipline is what carries you forward. Think about it. A great athlete doesn't train only on the days they feel like it. A successful entrepreneur doesn't work only when inspiration strikes. They build routines, they commit, and over time, their small actions compound into greatness. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, it's mindset. Your mind will either work for you or against you. The key is to train it to stay focused, to embrace discomfort, and to see every setback as part of the journey. We live in a world full of noise, social media, opinions, expectations. They all pull us away from what truly matters. If you don't control your focus, the world will do it for you. Choose what deserves your attention and let go of the rest. People quit because they don't see results fast enough, but real success isn't immediate. It's the result of consistent effort over time. Every small step, every repetition, every lesson builds towards something greater. Trust the process. Keep going, even when it's slow. If you want results, if you want change, you have to commit to yourself first. No one else will do it for you. Show up for yourself every single day. Not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. You don't need more time. You don't need more resources. You need focus. You need consistency. And most importantly, you need to trust yourself. So today, make the decision to stop looking around and start looking within. Focus on yourself. Show up and never stop moving forward. One of the biggest traps in life is comparison. It's easy to look around and measure ourselves against others, what they have, what they've accomplished, how far ahead they seem. We see people getting promotions, buying houses, starting businesses, and we wonder if we're falling behind. But here's the truth. Comparison is a distraction, not a strategy. When you constantly compare yourself to others, you give away your power. You shift your focus from what you need to do to what they are doing. And the moment you start chasing someone else's path, you lose sight of your own. It's like running a race while looking sideways. You're bound to trip. From an early age, we're conditioned to compare. Society tells us what success should look like. A certain job, a certain income, a certain lifestyle. We scroll through social media and see the highlights of other people's lives. But what we forget is this. You're seeing their best moments, not their struggles. Comparison is unfair because you're measuring your behind-the-scenes reality against someone else's filtered highlight reel. You see their victories, but you don't see the years of effort, the failures, or the sacrifices they made. And even if they seem ahead, does it really matter? They are running their race. You need to focus on yours. True clarity comes when you stop chasing someone else's definition of success and start defining your own. What do you want? Not what your friends want, not what your parents expect, not what society glorifies, but what genuinely matters to you. When you get clear on your own path, comparison loses its grip on you. You stop feeling behind because you realize you're exactly where you need to be. The key to real growth is not in being the best compared to others. It's in being better than you were yesterday. Your only competition is you. Measure progress by your own standards. Did you improve today? Did you take one small step forward? If so, you're winning. The goal is not to keep up with others, but to keep going. Imagine two runners on a track. One is so focused on their own strides, their breathing, their pace. The other keeps looking sideways, worrying about who's ahead. Who do you think will reach the finish line stronger? Your path is yours alone. No one else has your exact experiences, dreams, or journey. Stay in your lane, focus on your vision, and most importantly, trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be. We all want success, We all want growth, progress, and transformation. But too often people wait for the perfect moment, the right mood, the ideal circumstances, the spark of motivation. The truth is, if you rely on motivation, you will fail. Motivation is like a flame. It burns bright but fades quickly. It's easy to feel inspired for a day or a week, but what happens when the excitement wears off? When progress is slow, when the results aren't immediate? This is where most people quit. They think they need motivation to continue, but in reality, what they need is discipline. Have you ever been excited to start something new, a workout routine, a new skill, a personal project, only to give up after a few days? That's because motivation alone is unreliable. It's based on emotion, and emotions change. You won't always feel like doing the hard work. Some days you'll be tired, some days you'll feel discouraged, some days you'll want to take the easy route, but discipline keeps you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's not about doing something when it's convenient. It's about doing it because you made a commitment to yourself. And that commitment is what builds consistency. People think success comes from one big action, a major breakthrough, a huge opportunity, a sudden change. But real success is built on small daily actions. A great athlete doesn't train only when they feel like it. A successful writer doesn't write only when inspiration strikes. A strong leader doesn't practice discipline only when it's easy. They commit to showing up day after day, whether they feel like it or not, because they understand that small habits repeated consistently lead to big results. If you want to be in great shape, you don't need to work out for 5 hours once a month. You need to show up every day, even if it's just for 30 minutes. If you want to build a successful business, you don't need $1 million idea overnight. You need to put in the work every day, refining your craft, improving your skills, and learning from your failures. Most people think of discipline as something restrictive, something that takes away freedom. But in reality, discipline gives you freedom. When you have financial discipline, you have the freedom to live without stress. When you have health discipline, you have the freedom to enjoy life with energy and vitality. When you have work discipline, you have the freedom to create a life on your terms. At the end of the day, success is simple. Keep showing up, even when it's hard, even when you don't see results right away, even when no one is watching. Because discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. And every step you take across that bridge, no matter how small, gets you closer to the life you want. Everything in life begins with your mindset. The way you think determines the actions you take, the habits you build, and ultimately the life you create. But the challenge most people face is not lack of talent, intelligence, or opportunity. It's the inability to delay gratification. We live in a world of instant rewards, a world where you can order food with a tap, get likes on a post in seconds, and watch an entire series in one sitting. This culture of instant gratification has conditioned people to expect immediate results. And when they don't see success fast enough, they quit. But real growth doesn't happen overnight. Success belongs to those who think long-term. The problem with short-term thinking, when you focus only on short-term rewards, you sacrifice your long-term potential. You eat junk food today because it tastes good, even though it harms your health in the long run. You skip the workout because resting feels better in the moment, even though it slows your progress. You avoid hard work because comfort is easier, even though it keeps you stuck. Short-term gratification is a trap. It gives you small temporary pleasure while robbing you of future success. True mastery comes when you shift your mindset from what feels good now to what will make me better later. If you had $1,000, would you rather spend it all today or invest it and watch it grow over time? Smart investors know that small, consistent investments compound into something much greater. Your mindset works the same way. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, every time you push yourself when you don't feel like it, every time you commit to long-term goals over temporary pleasure, you are investing in yourself. And just like financial investments, the results don't show immediately, but over time, they add up. Think of a tree. When you plant a seed, you don't see results right away. You water it, nourish it, give it sunlight, and trust the process. At first, nothing seems to be happening, but beneath the surface, roots are growing, foundations are being built, and one day that small seed becomes a strong, towering tree. Your growth works the same way. The effort you put in today may not show results instantly, but that doesn't mean it's not working. Trust the process. Keep showing up. Stay committed, because success is not about how fast you grow. It's about how strong you become over time. The people who achieve the greatest success aren't the ones looking for quick wins. They're the ones who stay committed when others quit. So master your mindset, think long-term, delay gratification, stay consistent, because in the end, the rewards of patience, discipline, and perseverance will always outweigh the empty pleasure of instant gratification. Distractions are everywhere. In a world filled with notifications, endless scrolling, constant noise, and competing priorities, staying focused has become one of the greatest challenges of our time. Yet, if you want to achieve real success, if you want to become the best version of yourself, you must learn to eliminate what doesn't serve your goals. Because here's the truth. Your energy is limited. You only have so much time and focus each day. And every moment spent on distractions is a moment taken away from your dreams. Distractions aren't just things that waste time. They are things that steal your potential. Negative people who drain your energy, doubts that keep you from taking action, unnecessary commitments that pull you in different directions, mindless entertainment that offers no value. Most people don't realize how much these distractions are holding them back. They wonder why they feel stuck, why they aren't making progress. But the answer is simple. They are giving their attention to things that don't matter. So what are you allowing into your life? Take a step back and audit your life. What are you letting in? The conversations you engage in, do they inspire you or drain you? The content you consume, does it educate you or distract you? The people around you, do they push you forward or hold you back? Everything you allow into your mind, your time, and your space either serves your growth or slows it down. If it's not adding value, it's taking away from it. To succeed, you have to become intentional. You can't afford to waste energy on what doesn't matter. Cut out negativity. If certain people, environments, or habits bring you down, remove them. Your mindset is your most valuable asset. Protect it. Let go of doubt. Overthinking and self-doubt only slow you down. Trust yourself. Take action. Keep moving. Say no to unnecessary commitments. Not everything deserves your time. Learn to say no to what doesn't align with your vision. Think of your focus as a spotlight. The more scattered the light, the weaker it is. But when you direct it in one place, it becomes powerful. Your energy works the same way. The more you eliminate distractions, the stronger your focus becomes. Final thought, guard your time like your life depends on it. Because it does. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Every second wasted is a second you could have used to build something meaningful. So make the choice. Eliminate distractions. Cut out what doesn't serve you. Focus on what truly matters. Because the more you protect your focus, the closer you get to the life you were meant to live. We often look at success as a single event, a big break, a sudden achievement, a moment of recognition. But that's not how real success works. Success isn't a finish line you cross. It's a journey of continuous learning, growth, and improvement. The people who truly succeed in life are not the ones chasing quick wins. They are the ones who embrace the process, who show up every day, put in the work, learn from failures, and keep going no matter what. Why most people struggle with the process? Most people want results, but they don't want the journey that comes with it. They want a fit body, but don't want to commit to daily exercise. They want financial freedom, but don't want to learn, invest, or take risks. They want personal growth, but avoid discomfort, challenge, or failure. And this is why so many give up. They focus only on the outcome, not the journey. When results don't come fast enough, they get discouraged. When they hit setbacks, they quit. They don't realize that the process itself is what makes you successful. Think of success like a mountain. You don't just wake up one day at the top. You climb it step by step, day by day. Some days are easy and some are brutal, but every single step matters. The early mornings when no one is watching, the sacrifices you make when others take shortcuts, the discipline to keep learning when progress is slow. This is where success is created, not in the big wins, but in the small, consistent actions no one sees. The power of continuous learning. The process is not just about action, it's about learning and evolving. The best in any field, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, are lifelong learners. They don't see failure as the end, but as feedback. They don't resist challenges, they embrace them as opportunities to grow. If you want lasting success, you must be willing to learn, adapt, and improve constantly. Every setback teaches you something. Every mistake makes you stronger. The only real failure is refusing to learn from the experience. When you focus on embracing the process, something shifts. You stop being obsessed with quick results and start enjoying the growth. You stop fearing failure and start seeing it as part of the learning curve. You stop looking for shortcuts and start trusting yourself to build something real. Final thought, fall in love with the process. The greatest successes don't come from a single moment. They come from years of commitment, resilience, and learning. So don't rush the journey. Don't get frustrated when results take time. Keep going. Keep learning, keep improving, because when you embrace the process, success stops being a destination, it becomes a way of life. We often look outside of ourselves for leadership, guidance, and motivation. We expect results, success, and progress, but we forget one fundamental truth. You must lead yourself first. Before anyone follows you, before success finds you, before the world recognizes you, you must commit to yourself. To your habits, to your growth, to your discipline, because success doesn't start with the outside world, it starts within you. Why most people fail to lead themselves? Many people wait. They wait for motivation, the right time, the perfect conditions. They wait for someone to push them, for a lucky break, for external validation. But waiting is the fastest way to stay stuck. They want success, but don't want to build the habits. They want respect, but don't respect their own time and priorities. They want change, but don't take consistent action. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is responsible for your growth, but you. If you want to move forward, you must be the one to take the first step and the second, and every step after that. Most people rely on motivation to take action. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired, other days you don't. And if you only take action when you feel like it, you'll never be consistent. That's why true leadership starts with discipline. Showing up even when you don't feel like it. Doing what needs to be done, not what's easy. This is how you build trust with yourself. Waking up early to work on your goals, even when it's uncomfortable. Saying no to distractions that don't align with your vision. Holding yourself accountable when no one else will. Your life is a reflection of your commitment. Look at your life right now. Your health, relationships, career, mindset, they are all a reflection of how well you have led yourself. If you're not where you want to be, ask yourself, am I truly committed? Am I showing up every single day? Because results don't come from occasional effort. They come from consistent, daily commitment, from choosing progress over excuses, growth over comfort, the power of self-leadership. When you learn to lead yourself first, everything changes. You stop waiting and start doing. You stop relying on others for validation and build inner confidence. You stop making excuses and take full ownership of your life. This is the mindset that separates those who achieve their goals from those who stay stuck. Success is not given, it is earned through daily action. Before expecting results, before expecting the world to take notice, commit to yourself first. Lead yourself with discipline, consistency, and purpose. Because when you do, success won't be a question of if, it will only be a matter of when. At the core of success, growth, and fulfillment is one simple truth. It all starts with you. Clarity over comparison. Define your own path and stop measuring yourself against others. Discipline is the bridge. Build consistency through daily habits, not bursts of motivation. Master your mindset, focus on long-term growth instead of chasing short-term gratification. Eliminate distractions, remove what doesn't serve your goals, and protect your energy. Embrace the process. Success isn't an event, it's a continuous journey of learning and improvement. Lead yourself first. Show up for yourself every single day before expecting results. When you commit to yourself, when you trust the process, and when you take responsibility for your own growth, nothing can stop you. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, learning, and pushing forward no matter what. So take ownership of your journey, stay disciplined, stay focused, and most importantly, never stop growing. Thank you.